Hello, my name is Kazuumi Fujioka. I'm a PhD candidate in chemistry at the University of Hawaii at Manoa, working under Dr. Ray's son, and I'm Sarah Ann Martin Arks Award recipient. Today I'd like to go over our research into the application and development of ab initio molecular dynamics. Now, in chemistry, we look at the world at molecular level. Atoms combining different numbers and types to form all the different matter we see in the world, from trees to glasses of water. And at the molecular level, things are hard to actually see, so these matter changes, these chemical reactions are difficult to visualize. Thankfully, we can do simulations. The same laws of physics that guide projectile motion guide molecules and atoms. So if we know how atoms interact with one another, we can predict how they move. With high-level ab initio software and lots of computing power, we can calculate these forces. And doing so in a stepwise manner in a molecular dynamics simulation, we can see how atoms move over time. That means we can actually see a chemical reaction. Here's one example with hydrogen bromine positively charged on the left and hydrogen chloride on the right. When we take a picture of the simulation step by step and view it forward as a movie, we can see an animation like this where the atoms get closer and closer together, and then they sort of stop in this collision region here. They interact, rearrange, and then they form two different groups of atoms, two different molecules. This is a reaction. We started off with reactants and got this product, H2Cl plus and Br. And while this is an accurate depiction of a single chemical reaction, just note in nature, molecules collide in all different orientations and speeds. So to have some sort of statistically meaningful result, we'd have to repeat this trajectory with lots of different initial conditions. And that's exactly what we do in our ab initio molecular dynamics, our AMD studies. In this one, we looked at the cross-section, which is like an average reaction probability, and we saw that, it was very sensitively dependent on the translational energy. That's like the speed at which the molecules are colliding with one another. And we were able to compare this to previous experiments and even some experiments done by our collaborators in the University of Marburg. These results can be quite accurate and quite revealing, but even with a lot of computational resources, these can take a long time. These studies taking thousands or tens of thousands of trajectories may take months or even years. The bottleneck here is the calculation of the force. The ab initio methods we use have gotten more accurate over time, but they're just as costly now as ever. So we've been looking at development of machine learning methods to have more efficient ways of calculating the force with a comparable level of accuracy. And that's all I want to go over with you today. I'd like to thank our dear professor, as well as my entire research group for support and hard work, as well as the UHHBC, the Department of Chemistry, and the NSF for funding, and of course the ARCS Foundation. Thank you.